Hello, everyone. My name is Jasmin Gonzalez, and today I'm analyzing my second grade um, history social science lesson plan, which focuses on the content standard of um, HSS 2.3.1. So it's basically identifying how laws make people safe and ensure fair treatment. So students will be able to understand that the United States and other countries make and enforce laws to keep people safe and treated fairly and recognize what happens when laws are broken. Um, so again, this lesson is built on a team teaching. So it's me and my co-teachers, and what we're doing is um, we have models to provide high level engagement through small group rotations, meaning we are making sure that our students understand everything that we are learning. So the foundation and our the foundational framework. So we utilize the Universal Design for Learning, which is also known as the UDL, by providing visual representations and word picture maps for abstract terms. So, um, for example, we provided pictures to to give for students that do better with looking at pictures. We also have the culturally sustaining pedagogy, um, which is for example, we connect laws to students' home and neighborhood safety, giving the students that extra understanding just because they already see it a lot at home or in their community, in their neighborhood. So again, this lesson also integrates the SJE, which is also the social justice education. Um, and it allows students to connect the concept of fairness and justice to their own home and their neighborhoods, um, and directly into the second grade social studies curriculum. So, tenets of practice. So, two core tenets in this lesson are UDL representation and SJE critical thinking. So, in the UDL practice, we use vocabulary for abstract terms such as violation and consequences. For example, let's say the student doesn't know the words or they aren't familiar with um, those words at all. We use things like our materials and vocabulary sheets and for example icons like this picture we have here, which shows you know all the laws as well as a picture so that they can see with their vocabulary term. So again, this helps to reduce barriers for students who might struggle with academic terms. And then we have the SJE in practice. Instead of a lecture, we use responsive teacher talk to ask students why they believe a certain image represents a law versus a rule. So right here, we are talking to the students, making sure they are able to identify the problem and be able to connect it to the community and create solutions of how to um, again make those solutions for that. And then we also have, in addition, is translanguaging. So so basically, we're encouraging students to brainstorm rules in their home language before um, an English assessment. So basically, what we're doing here is we're also sorting. We have a sorting activity where students are encouraged to use, again, their home languages to discuss rules. For example, like cleaning up before dinner or washing dishes. We're before doing that, we're connecting those ideas to the concept of community laws and making sure that they have that in connection. and then we have the and some just examples here. Anticipatory set. So we acted out. So an activity to identify house and school roles, just so that they know a little bit of a more of an example. We also have a sorting activity. In our lesson plan, we do provide an activity just like this one here, where they also do partner work to distinguish between laws and community laws. And then we have again our rotating stations. So again, we provide worksheets where they have to sort the rules and the laws, and then we have poster diagrams showing how laws are made. So kind of like a vocabulary sheet that we had, and then again, they're writing down and reflecting on everything that they're learning and the importance of the laws. And then here we have our assessment analysis. So the assessments are designed to be both formative and summative. So what we have here is we have a thumbs up / down check and responsive teacher talk to ensure students are understanding the material. And with that, again, we're using a thumbs up and down game. And we are also using partner talk to gauge in the understanding. And then for the summative assessment, as you can see, we have a lawmaker shield. This is kind of an example of what we had as well. We also had a poster diagram, and basically students will illustrate how laws are made and how they are enforced. And again, they will just write everything down, making sure they're putting down everything that is for the differences in the laws and the rules. And then we have design that supports, which is equitable expression, because students do struggle with who struggle with writing can demonstrate their knowledge through diagrams or oral explanations, again through the thumbs up and thumbs up or thumbs down check-ins, and as well as the check-ins. So for example, we have sentence frames. So we can give them examples like laws are important because, and then they can finish the sentence. And then we also have means of expression where talking with a partner allows them to, critical thinking, talk to each other and understand what it is that's going on. And then the metacognitive assessment. So basically for this, we're reflecting on, making sure that the second graders can distinguish between the authority figures and the laws itself, and making sure that, of course, they don't confuse laws with the rules. So that was something that was a challenge. The students did confuse that, making sure that the students also understood that just because we have police and the president, for example, that everybody still has to follow the rules, or I'm sorry, the laws in a community. And then we have solutions where I provided videos to show how laws and rules were different, providing examples of the differences. And then we also provided examples from their home, school, and community, so that they can reflect on what they see already at home and in their community. And then finally, the shield provided a deeper understanding of the material. Again, that shield was provided so that the students can so we can know that the students understood the material, and so that we can know that they grasp everything that for example, in the differences of the laws and the rules, and making sure that they understand that. And again, it's a project where students act as their own leaders. They're making their own rules. Their own laws. So because of that, because they're making their own, that also gives us an idea that they are understanding everything that's going on. Yeah. And then the last thing I do want to point out was attention getters. During our lesson, we did provide a few attention getters just because we do have a second grade class. It refocuses energy before, sorting our activities, talking to the students, and specifically for like teacher talk, making sure that they come back and they understand that we are speaking. And I believe that those helped tremendously when, going through our lesson. But yeah, that was it. Thank you so much.